Hey guys, Thomas here. Before we get into the video itself, I should say that NewBeeDrone actually just released the V3 of the drone I'm showcasing in this. When they sent me the V2 a couple weeks ago, they didn't actually tell me to make a video. I purely made this for the sake of fun. I felt like making a video, this was there, we're in lockdown, why not just make a video of that? I still think the information's pretty valid in this because the comparison between the brushed to the brushless was really fascinating for me, and for anyone that does maybe have an old brushed whoop, this could still be really good information. Also, it looks like the V3 is a pretty incremental step up. Either way, I don't think you can go wrong with any of the NewBeeDrone products. Of the stuff I've had, it's all been really good. So yeah, I guess we'll see how the V3 is in the future, but for now, enjoy the video. Hey guys, Thomas here. And today we are talking about TinyWhoops. So basically this is my TinyWhoop I've been flying for the last couple of years now. This is a NewBeeDrone AcroBee Lite, and it's been really fun, especially in lockdown. I've been using this thing heaps, but as a result, my power cable just broke, which is real unfortunate. But just in time, NewBeeDrone actually just sent us a new package. They sent me a new drone to try. So we have the drone itself, cute little launch pad, a whole host of different bodies that I can pick from to change the color or just to extend the life of the frame, propellers, stickers, lanyard, another propeller that I missed in the box, and some batteries. Okay, for now I won't be touching all those. Let's focus on the drone itself. So this is the AcroBee Brushless. The one I had previously was the AcroBee Lite, and this was the brushed version. And this is the drone here. Okay, so the first thing I noticed looking at this is it's brushless. Who would have thought? But seriously, one thing that is straight out different is the actual difference in profile, vertical profile between these two. I think what that'll mean for me is I like to fly in a lot of really tight gaps, so this should mean I can stay a bit higher and stay out of ground effect a bit more than with the old brushed one. I've also heard that this is quite a bit more powerful than the previous version, so realistically I'm not sure I'm really going to notice that in the house. Apparently I will. I don't know, maybe I'll notice a response from that, but I guess we'll see. These motors too, they're really notchy. It's pretty mind-blowing to see something with that kind of notchy motors at such a small scale. Another thing I can see is it's actually got a separate receiver in here. I'm pretty sure you can actually spec these out to have crossfire if you want, but what I'm thinking is, what if you ran a tracer in one of these? It'd be crazy having that kind of resolution behind one of these little tiny quads. Would be really insane. So maybe, I mean, considering I've got all those other color bodies, maybe I'll need to do an upgrade video of this, trying to make it into an absolute crazy machine. So these are the batteries here. Quite chunky batteries compared to what I'm used to for TinyWhoops. Now, it is worth saying I am normally a Tattoo pilot for proper 5-inch racing. I haven't actually looked to see if they've got TinyWhoop batteries that Tattoo makes, but if you were to buy ready to fly from NewBeeDrone, this is what you would get. So here's the old battery compared to the new battery, and the weight difference is 6.7 grams compared to 8.41. The old drone, 20 grams. New drone, 24.8. And once we have batteries in, 26 grams. That's the difference from the bottom. Take note that this one has a receiver and the other one does not. From the top, they are very much almost identical. So that is the vertical profile difference. As you can see, the new one is quite a bit lower than the old one. Hey guys, Future Thomas here. So now what you're looking at is the setup of the quad. So it was pretty straightforward. I just bound the receiver to the TX16, then I set up my switches in Betaflight, and then put in my normal rates. One thing to note, this does ship with Betaflight 4.1, which means you don't have access to actual rates. I think most people are still using the standard Betaflight rates anyway at the moment, but for me, I might try retune down the road just so I can get access to actual rates and use my current rates for my race quads. Having said that though, it does actually fly really amazing as is, so that's sort of why I haven't jumped in and done that straight away. I'm sort of just at the stage right now where I'm really enjoying it in its current form. And I guess when I get sort of bored of it as it is, then I'll probably consider an upgrade. But to be honest, that probably won't be for a while because this thing is really, really powerful. I can't even touch full throttle in the house. One benefit of the new motors too is the fact that you get a lot of extra response out of them. So the actual latency is cut down, and just the controls, it's way more controllable. You can do rolls in the house, which is absolutely crazy. There's just a lot more headroom in performance here to play with, so I think it'll be probably quite a while before I consider really playing with this, even maybe doing the tracer update or whatever with it. Another thing to keep in mind too, because it is brushless, that does mean that technically the motors should never wear out. Obviously over the time as you hit things they will wear, but theoretically if you flew perfect, the motors should never fail. The low profile also is really handy, not only for getting into your wake less, but also it means you can fly in a lot of really tight gaps that were previously more difficult to take or you couldn't go through at all. Being a whoop, it is sort of fun, almost weaving through things like you're in a jungle or something, so really it's one of those things that's sort of an unexpected benefit of this, where it's just, you can fly in a lot more places with it. As far as some of the cons, this one could be just limited to mine, but sometimes the video system freaks out in a crash. Obviously, like any electronics isn't really built to take impacts, but compared to the last one that could sort of just take anything, this one sometimes the video system freaks out and I have to power cycle it. Another thing is that the battery connector wires are cut really short, so when you plug it into the battery, it acts as sort of a stop for the battery to pop out. I'm not sure I'm super keen on this idea because, like the other quad, that means the wiring on this will probably break eventually since there is tension on those wires. I feel like there just has to be a better solution than what they've got here. I don't really have that solution at the moment, so I guess right now this is the best we got, but I do feel that for a future version that is something worth exploring because it could really increase the lifespan of this quad. Overall, I'm really happy with this new whoop. Like I said, only 58 flights in so far, so we'll see how it goes in the future and how it holds up. But so far, it is looking really good. As far as the performance goes, even out of the box, I'm so happy with it. I was going to upgrade it pretty early on when I was talking about it in the sort of unboxings area of the video. But honestly, I think I'm going to stick with it as it is for a long time to come. And then maybe in the future for fun, I'll actually sort of soup it up and do something fancy with it. So that is the NewBeeDrone AcroBee Brushless. Let us know what you think in the comments below, especially other people who have other whoops, since I'm not really too familiar with the whoop world. I sort of haven't had that many. It's one of those things I sort of phase in, phase out with, obviously being in lockdown, playing with them a lot more. But yeah, just curious to see what else is there in the world of TinyWhoops. Catch you guys later. See ya!